This video is to be used for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace individual research or licensed investment advice. Unique experiences and past performance does not guarantee future results. Trading stocks, options, and spot currencies involves substantial risk, and there's always the potential for loss. Your trading results may vary. No representations are being made that any software or training will guarantee profits or not result in losses from trading.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Premier Trade Market Wrap for April 11th, 2007. My name is Ivan Caesar, and this is the news. Government data showed that crude oil inventories edged higher in the most recent week, though the gain was far more modest than in the previous week. Meanwhile, gasoline stockpiles fell sharply again. The Department of Energy's Energy Information Administration said that crude oil inventories rose 700,000 barrels in the week ending April 6th. The FOMC confirmed suspicions that the Fed dropped its tightening bias amid increased uncertainty, but the minutes went on to say that further policy tightening may prove necessary, increasing fears of a future rate hike in a time that growth is being questioned. The minutes also expressed concerns over hedge funds that are using too much borrowed capital to invest in markets worldwide. The European Central Bank is expected to hold its key interest rate steady at 3.25% on Thursday, but could set the stage for another increase as early as next month. The bank, which determines monetary policy for the 13 countries that use the euro, raised rates by a quarter point in March. For stocks in the news, Citigroup, the nation's largest financial institution, announced it will eliminate about 17,000 jobs as part of a company-wide restructuring to reduce costs and improve profit margins. That amounts to about 5% of the bank's 327,000-strong workforce. Also, ConocoPhillips has joined several other major corporations urging Congress to require limits on greenhouse gases tied to global warming, the first major U.S. oil company to take such a stance. The company said it has joined the U.S. Climate Action Partnership, an alliance of big businesses and environmental groups that in January sent a letter to President Bush stated that the mandatory emissions caps are needed to reduce the flow of carbon dioxide and other heat-trapping gases into the atmosphere. NASDAQ Stock Market Inc. is in talks to acquire the Philadelphia Stock Exchange. The two exchanges have been in talk for months, and the discussions have intensified in recent weeks after the NASDAQ's failed bid to buy the London Stock Exchange. Alcoa, the first of the Dow Jones Industrials to report earnings this quarter, said net income grew to $662 million, or 75 cents per share during the January-March period. Revenue jumped 11% to $7.9 billion from $7.1 billion during the same period a year ago, supported by higher metal prices and sales to the aerospace, industrial production, and building and construction markets. Analysts were expecting earnings of 76 cents per share on revenue of $7.65 billion. Nanophase Technologies, maker of microscopic materials used in sunscreens and other products, on Wednesday said first quarter revenue grew 45%. Sales totaled $2.9 million versus $2 million a year ago. Analysts expected revenues of $3.1 million. Scheduled economic reports for Thursday include the initial jobless claims for the week of April 7th, import and export prices for March. Scheduled earnings reports for Thursday include Franklin Conway, Krispy Kreme, Cost Plus, Commerce Bankshares, Medicare Inc., Pier 1, and Cascade Bancorp. This has been the Premier Trade Market Wrap for April 11th, 2007.